Well, good morning, everyone. Good to see you again. Oldie, first one here. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? I saw it. I know we were chatting yesterday, and it looked like you put together a Del Mar ticket but didn't play it. But kudos to you for hitting. I missed both pick fives. Was good sequence though. Did have a good day though, so that's good. The system, if you played Del Mar yesterday, I mean, the system was on absolute fire. I mean, that was crazy. I mean, the prices that the system. Yeah, I feel bad for you, buddy. That was a great ticket too. That was Rodney is great, man. Beautiful. It's so beautiful. And they just yesterday was such a great card. Um I mean, the system though, I couldn't believe it. Well, let's look at uh oh, yeah, let me know. Let me put in my AirPods. Hold on. Is that Rodney? Is that better? Let me know if that's better. You have to. The problem is when I switch between my AirPods. But Rodney, let me know if that's better. Hey, Mike. Oh, well, that's good to know, Oldie. It's kind of a pain to take them in and out because but that's good to know. Cool. It likes to mute and unmute, but the it looks like Laurel, the start time got pushed back because that's kind of a bummer. I'll be on for a bit this morning, but a little bit of a short show. Kent, good to see you. Eric, good to see you. Good luck, all. Yeah, it's I really only looked at Laurel and Gulfstream, and then Laurel Park, I think, pushed back their start time, or maybe it was wrong. Was it Oldie? Okay, that's good to know. It's easier to not use them too because the when I go back and forth to show the races and sound, I have to take them in and out and everything. So, but Gulfstream Park is going off in 5 minutes. You know, the system is wanted to single the 4 horse in race 4. So I said, okay, I put together a ticket, and this is a price here. I mean, if you're playing this, Buenos tardes, Pepe. If you're playing the early pick five, I mean, I played a ticket, and it's a little bit of a risky ticket, but I would say I really looked at this race, and oh, nice. We'll look at that, Oldie. We can look at Saratoga, but if you're gonna play Gulfstream, this sequence I think could be very tough. The first race is a complete grab bag, as Scotty would say. Although, I mean, the top win percents, you're getting prices, and at Del Mar yesterday, that was really nice. Yeah, Jeff, it's good luck there. I mean, those are all prices. That exacta would pay great. Um, but I the system wanted to spread, and I don't disagree. It has the 10 horses. The top EquinEdge pick is only 6%, and then all these prices up here. I mean, look at the betting. I mean, the favorite is 5-1. But if you are playing the pick 4 or pick 5, the race 4, no, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Novgorod the Great is 50% to win. If you look at the morning line from the track, I mean, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th favorite. But when you go to EquinEdge, it's tied for the favorite on the morning line and a 50% to win. And you're getting the top GSR with the 64. The horse is bred for the Tapeta, won a 60 last out, comes back here at the same level, basically, an allowance company, Luca Panici riding. This is not a tough race. Like you can, the 1 I said is not informed. The 2 is dropping in GSR. Yeah, all there was a couple of races that it was pretty far off, but I'm singling this horse. A pick 5, I think, is very tough. The fifth race is also, I would say, very tough. The thing about it, though, you do get the 5 as top EquinEdge pick, and the 8 has a big GSR. So I just put together a $100 ticket. It's only wanting to go 5-8 in the last leg, which is super scary. I don't know how the first and last legs are wide open and being kind of maiden races. So, I don't even know. I think if you just go with the system here, turn the sound on. If you go with the system, I mean, the favorite is 5-1 right now. I mean, look how I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I mean, the morning line is just absolutely like across the board, anywhere from 5 to 8 to 1 with a few long shots, which I would say you can try to use the system. You could try to use the system to narrow down from a win percent. And I mean, you're getting prices on these horses if you wanted to do that. The similar thing that's happening in the fifth leg. I thought the second leg was going to be tough. I did really like the 2 horse. The top win percent isn't in the EquinEdge picks. The top win percent, 1 in a 54 last out. They put an apprentice on here, Jason Huellas, who I think has the potential to come off the speed. But you can say the same thing about the 5, 6, and 7. Have all won off the pace here in the past. I think that the 8's going to be cheap speed up front. But I think either the 2, 5, 6, or 7, I think, win this race. The third race I actually did think was tough, but for me, just went with the EquinEdge picks. You have the 2 first-time starter with Edgar Zayas and Safi, which I think has a shot for sure. And then going with the 1 and 3 who just have not won. But what are you going to say about this field? It's the same thing. The 1 and 3 are dropping in class a little bit. You can say the same for some of these, and then you have a few stepping up, which I just these 1%ers obviously I think have no chance. But it's an interesting sequence if you want to single the 4 in race 4. I think is a great opportunity for value. It's pretty crazy. I'm going to be curious on how much money the 4 horse takes, but good sized pool so far, about 100 grand. And I think this has a legit shot to pay, just looking at the sequence. Again, really tough first race, being wide open. The 9 taking money right now. I think this is the 9's drop. Yeah, he's dropping from a maiden special race. The 10 as well. The top EquinEdge pick is dropping at a maiden special. A bunch of first-time starters. I mean, it's going to be difficult. I looked at the Laurel sequence too. I know isn't starting for a bit, but I thought I had an interesting couple plays as well. How did anybody play Del Mar yesterday? Anybody hit anything? I'm heading back today. It was a good day there yesterday. It was really pretty. I'm sitting right off the beach. It's still foggy here now. Probably it's early though. In the first race, Oldie.
Approaching the start.
Yeah.
And last chance wager on the early pick 5 at Gulfstream. For those just tuning in, the main track is labeled
pretty
good.
Crazy.
It has been sealed.
24 points.
Fast. 11 races in total today. $200,000.
Great angle there, man.
Gross jackpot guarantee.
And extra EquinEdge long shot.
An early pick 5 pool now well over 100,000. Last chance to wager.
I'm with you, Oldie, on this 11. I'd probably, this race is so open. If you go with the system there, yeah, I think I'm with you. That's a tough post. Does have some speed though, I would say, but that is very hard.
Horses are at the gate. It's now post time. A lot of guys been moving in for race number 1. First of 11 here today is a wide open betting board. That could very well be a theme throughout the afternoon. Some very deep and competitive races today. 7-2 is number 9, Anna's Image, on the
good
strength
job,
of a
Jeff.
class drop for trainer Angel Rodriguez. Edgar Perez up. Only horse under 15-1, or rather over 15-1, is the 3, RK Flacco. So chances in the opener is more drop than the colors of Pump Racing takes it out in line. And his Image going forward in the subcolors, the first Racing Silks. Waiting for Conrado, and
This
Always There.
Trifecta could pay huge here, I would say.
Conrado, Chantel Sullivan for Jorge Delgado. And on the outside gate is Always There to complete the line.
Oh, that's awesome.
Always There brought up to the
Good luck,
outside
mate.
gate. They're at the post. Racing at Gulfstream. Between horses, Adios Dinero hits the ground running and heads off for the early lead. Mr. Murgo away with speed. 12-2 is outside. Speeding through at the rail. Open Carry looks for some place to race. Getting started is more on the winner's Image out 4 wide. Conrado is next, followed out wide by Always There. Then it's Shaq Diesel, second last Lightning Tones, and RK Flacco is last. Around the far turn they go. Mr.
Tough,
Murgo
I think, here.
Up to Chevenek in front. Adios Dinero is there second. Two better than more. Drama
Nobody's
now third
really
together with
coming
Anna's Image
at
in
the
fourth.
moment.
Up between horses, Shaq Diesel is
The
underway
6
while
is just
fifth.
in
Open
hand.
Carry is at the red. Conrado needs to do better than that. Trying to wind it up from the back is Always There. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Confident handling from Leonel Reyes, but work to do for Mr. Murgo. Mr. Murgo straightens for the drive, 2 on top. Adios Dinero is next.
Really good, but it's got
Some place
getting
to go.
squeezed
Camacho
there.
trying to secure racing lane. He has now secured a racing. An Open Carry is
The
charging
9
at Adios
on the
Dinero.
outside.
Mr. Murgo
The
coming
2's
up
still
empty.
holding on,
Final
though. I don't
16
think 2 in it.
mile.
Wow.
Adios Dinero involving
At that race, but the 2 second EquinEdge pick. I mean, that's you know, it's what are you gonna do? I mean, first time starter, 11%er, right? Sonny Leone. I saw he shipped his tack to Gulfstream. I think just for the off season here. I don't know if he's going to stay, right? Morning, Ken. Yeah, I just filling in for Scotty. I think yeah, he's still in. I think he's still in Spain, actually. Nice, Jeff. Good job. Yeah, that first race. I mean, 6-1 to start, though. That's a great start. I think this next race is going to be competitive. Oh, yesterday, Steven? Yeah,
Adios Dinero first. 1.
Murray took a ton of money at Del Mar, which I didn't think. I was spreading that race. I actually made it to the last leg in both pick 5s. Well, not the pick 5. Sorry, not the late one. The late one I had a pick 4 going for, I think, $1, and I missed. So I missed the last legs in both Del Mar, the pick 5, pick 4s. But there's tough racing. It's great payouts, though. If we got some time till the next Gulfstream race, let's look at yesterday. Race 1, EquinEdge long shot wins, and was the top pace figure yesterday. Breakfast ride. I mean, that's yeah, Oldie, those are I'm on a bit of a cold streak. I hear you. But I actually singled the horse in the early pick 5, and still didn't hit. The 4 was the speed, fast buck. This was a good turf race, but was the pace and top EquinEdge pick. In the system, the 4 in the third race, top win percent, top EquinEdge pick. The 4 here was the second EquinEdge pick. Down on the, get 6-1 here. There was a lot of 4s yesterday. I know that for sure. The 6 ended up winning the last race. I only had the 3 and 4, which was a bummer. I cut the 6 last minute. I only had the 3 and 4. It paid good though. I think with the early pick 5, paid $2,300. My play of the day was the 5. That was the bomb here. 10%er in the 9 furlong race. Bellamore blew up the board at 22-1. That was crazy. This was the craziest I thought play. Yeah, I played a 410 exacta. This kind of saved my day. That exacta paid $52. The 4, Carla Gaines, Joe Bravo, top win percent at 22%. Morning, Gary. Yeah, I bet, oldie. Those things hurt. They sting. But 11-1, handicapper. 11-1 as a top win percent. And the 10 was the EquinEdge long shot. Came 4, 10, 11. I think I had a 50-cent trifecta here too. Paid $165. But that was crazy. I mean, morning, Imran. Then the stakes race, the 8-horse. Yeah, there was a lot that I heard about that as well. The speed at Del Mar on the inside. This 8-horse came off the speed. Yeah, Jeff. A lot of people have been talking about that. Oh, is there? Oh, but it doesn't involve the winner. Yeah, Alan, the 1 got squeezed really bad. I would not be. I don't know if it had position, but the 1. Yeah, we can look at Saratoga. We have some time. There's nothing else really going right now. So the 1 couldn't get out. It's a bummer. The 1 was probably the best horse, to be honest. I don't know. The 2 ran really good there. There's a lot of talk about Jack Christopher, Taiba, right? We can do Saratoga. I did not look, but I'm happy to. So the system wants to spread here in the first race. Which is not really surprising. The top win percent is they're on the turf. Oh, this is 2-year-old maiden race. Well, I mean, not a lot going to tell us. The 2, top GSR, Luis Saez, Mike Maker. Working great. I like, you don't think that this is a spread race, oldie? The 2, I like to see a horse working every 7 days. You like the 7-9? I mean, the 9, I think the 2 for sure has a shot, though. I mean, it's top GSR. I mean, Saez is just, he's a great rider. And then you like the 7. Irad, Chad Brown. We got to find a single, though. Not going to be in that race. Let's go to the next one. I always try to find my single first. It just helps. So the 7 here, Brazilian Air on the turf. 1 is very fast. Lascano. This horse has never been on the turf. A lot of speed, though. This is not. I'm going to have to. That's not. I don't see it in immediate. Unless the 7, actually. Let's go back. Did they take. Oh, the 2. Interesting. I think that they did pull the 4 down. The 8, I think, ended up got him bumped up to second. I don't know. Jeff, did you have the 8? And look at the trifecta. The trifecta going to pay good.
Castellano. Tom Morley. I mean, this horse has not been sprinting. I don't love this. A drop in GSR. I mean, this is not even the fastest horse. I mean, is this horse going to rate off the speed? I mean, there's no way it's getting the lead at 5.5. They took the Dave. I don't really know what happened. The 4, I think, got taken down, and I don't really know what happened with the 1. The 8 definitely moved up to second. So if you had the 2-8 there, it still hasn't gone official, but the 2-8, that's going to pay really well, probably 100 to 1. I don't see, these are things that it won in a 54 going 7 furlongs. Has been predominantly racing 2 churns. Just got its second win, and now wants to sprint. You're getting a 9-point GSR decrease, and is going to try to sprint off of the speed here. With the 1 and the 5 look to be very, very fast. Oh, man. Oh, it did go official. There you go. 5's fast. Hasn't been able to wire at this level, though. I mean, the 1's just seems faster. Hasn't been on the rail lately, though. So that, this horse has to break. But it's never been on the turf either. It's a tough race. I hadn't heard that about Woodbine, but I probably will only do a show with you all for a couple hours just because I got to get ready and grab lunch and head to Del Mar this afternoon. But that's a tough race here. I don't see this only being 1-7. $155. Yeah, that with the try paid 240. So here disqualification, you'll be looking at the 1 in the red cap and the 4 in the white blinkers just to his outside. You'll see the 1 is angling for racing room. That's fine, but he angles too far into the path of the 4 without being clear of the 4, Shaq Diesel. Jockey Marcos Meneses had to take up, and the horse was cost valuable momentum. He lost 4th place money by just a narrow margin. So the stewards ruled that given that scenario, the stewards felt the 1 was guilty of enough interference to cause the 4 a chance at a better placing. They disqualified the 1 from 2nd and placed him 5th. Well, there you go. The 1 was the one that dropped down. So I mean, this 4th race is tough too. Breakfast at Bonnie's, the speed. 2 is also going to show speed. This horse has been the favorite 5 times in a row. 1 on the speed, stopped in a 66. 1 on the just romped in a 66 here at Aqueduct in the slop. This horse has been racing in the slop a bunch. Steven, I actually haven't had a chance to look. I handicapped Laurel and Gulfstream for this morning, and then I think they pushed back the Laurel race, the post at Laurel, or maybe the time was wrong, but we can, we'll spend a little bit of time looking though. Yesterday, I would say at Saratoga Oldie, Steven, yesterday, at Del Mar, the system was just on fire with win percent and EquinEdge picks. So for me, I'm going to stick to that. But it was crazy.
Yeah, Jeff, I saw that, but I think it's normally earlier, I thought, but I don't know. I do have a pick 5, so we'll look at that in a second. Okay, the 2 in race 5, EquinEdge long shot. Oh, yeah, that oldie. That's like, I mean, that's insane. A 75 pace. Gaffleon for Asmussen. Oh, yeah, maybe oldie was this. Did you must have mentioned, somebody mentioned this earlier, versus Nest and Secret Oath. I mean, if society gets an easy lead and just gallops out there, I mean, I think Imran, I would, this, to me, this is a pretty tough sequence. You know, Nest, there's just this horse is that's a 47 point increase in pace. 47. And Society showed class, right? Wired, loose, game, tenacious at in the Monami Girl in a 74. This is obviously a lot tougher. I mean, you're going versus Nas too. She obviously ran great in the Belmont. And then you have Secret Oath for coach, right? That's pretty crazy, oldie. I mean, you could do something like this. A ticket like that would pay. Oh, it definitely doesn't. It doesn't like that. But I mean, I don't. Which we have 12 minutes till Gulfstream. We'll jump back in a minute. Yeah, Steven, it really would. I mean, it's really risky, but I mean, that's just crazy. Wants to go 2 turns for sure. I mean, if Gaffleon can ration some speed here, I think there's a great chance that the 2 could wire. I mean, maybe the 1 shows speed would be my only comment. I mean, has shown speed before, but is nowhere as fast as the 2. I mean, it is 11%. I mean, Secret Oath and Nest, obviously, really classy, but that's oldie. I like it. I mean, it's very risky, but for a tough sequence like this, I would not go too deep in the second leg. I don't trust the 7 here. I mean, cutting back, 10-point GSR drop. Yeah, Richard. I mean, for sure. I mean, gonna go to the front and try to be gone. When does this 18 minutes? Okay. I mean, the 5 is the EquinEdge long shot. I mean, this is speed and speed. The 1, I mean, to me, I'm for sure adding the 5. Who can come off the pace? I mean, that's the 2. Did it back here. That's a 38, though. That's going to be tough. Cardenas for Donk. The 3 hasn't really, I guess the 3 did here, but that was a 40 as well. and then jumped up to a starter allowance and just couldn't hang. Then they had going 2 churns. At Belmont, couldn't do it at 6. Yeah, it wasn't a bunch, James. Hold on, I'll flip back. So there's the SORs. I mean 6 points. I mean the thing about Secret Oath, right? In the Preakness? Yeah. In the Preakness, won the Oaks, right? I don't know, Jeff. I don't trust the 7. I would add the 5 there. But I mean, she did 1 of 68, 74, 78, just kept climbing the class ladder. Won the Oaks, obviously. Then, Preakness, obviously, no. I mean, to me, Nest, I think, is going to be tough. Mr. B, how you doing, brother? Dude, my lock of the day is at Gulfstream Park in race 4. But I have not looked at Del Mar yet, so that could change. But I singled that horse in the Gulfstream pick 4 or pick 5. I think the 4 is going to be really tough, and you'll get a price. This is what I would play. I'm with you, Oldie. I think I'd risk this ticket. Wow. These are a tough sequence. Maybe cut a little bit here. Definitely add the 2. What's this 4 horse? This is first. And see, these are all first time starters. 5 is getting bad. Chad and Irad here. This is a maiden. 4 is going to be tough. Yeah, I don't. Top win percent, though, Oldie. EquinEdge long shot and top win percent. I'm with you, but I don't know how. I mean, this is a tough race, too. The 5, Harrington Rocket, second EquinEdge pick, Chad and Gaffleon. Oh, is he not, Oldie? That's good to know. For whatever reason, though, the system really likes that horse. I mean, 36% to win. This is. I'd probably play this. It's a really risky ticket with playing completely against Nest and Secret Oath. I'd probably play. I think you need the 8. I mean, look at the morning line on this 8. Yeah, we'll look. Zishan, we'll look at Laurel in a minute. Yeah, for sure. You're right, oldie. And then GSR plus, what's that say? Although the horse, I mean, it's pretty across the board. I'd probably play this. That would be the ticket I would play. Let's punch it. We won't be able to watch. You all have to keep me updated. One, 5, 7. 1, 3, 4, 6. And then 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. All right. Use Scotty's bank. Oh. All right. We're playing it. You all have to keep me updated. Let's get back to Gulfstream. So Brady asked, I'm glad Brady Brink struck. So I can't, the two there, nice $15 winner. I can't remember how much we played this for. So I 2, 5, 6, 7. I think where's the 7 is the favorite. Second EquinEdge pick, third win percent. This is a competitive race. So 1 last out in a 52, rated off the speed, which I think is going to be sitting up there. The 8 saying the 8's going to go to the lead. I thought that the 5 EquinEdge long shot had a potential. I mean, when you look here, it's been facing tougher and running well. It's going to have to maybe get a little bit of a pace. But you go back here, though, it won in a 48 and a 52. I mean, that was the beginning of the year, so has been maybe a little bit, you keep seeing these jockey changes. At least Rio sticks around this time. So I thought was interesting. Not taking any money. I thought that the 6 could be really interesting. I don't, has got off the turf and dirt and then been racing well here on the synthetic. Ran great here last out in a 54 and 1. So you have the 6 and 7 who just won. Then the 2 also just won. I mean, they're all coming. I thought the 2 was probably the most interesting for me, mainly because it's the top win percent. Thanks, oldie. I think this is a tough race, though. I really do. I would probably, for me, I think I liked the 2 best when I looked at this. You also get the apprentice on the 2, which in a situation like this, I think is fine. You need the 2, Jeff. Good luck, man. How much time we got? We got a minute. But I think it's really hard to between the 2, 6, and 7. I also think that the 5, the EquinEdge long shot, has a little bit of a play. From somebody, if we do see, I think that 2, 6, or 7 are going to rate and win off the speed. But I probably like the 2 best. And then that was the pick 5. That I do think that, best bet, the 4 horse and race 4. I think that you're going to get a good price as well. If I was playing a vertical here, I'm guessing the system. is probably going to put the 2 on top. Oh. It doesn't like. Yeah, it's 2 over the 6-7. Whoops. How about a try? 2 over the 4-6. I think the 5 is going to run, though. I think the 5 has a great shot to hit the board. Bruno, welcome. I think the 2 can, all of those horses can rate, though, Jeff. I mean, the 2 can rate. I mean, the thing is, the 8, I'm guessing, is going to go to the lead. I mean, tried to go to the lead last time. Has always shown speed back here, I mean, on the synthetic. I think there's a good chance that the 7, it'll be interesting to see what the 7 does. I mean, 7 sat off last time and just rated and then won back in June. 6 did the same thing. It's a tough race. I mean, it really is. For me, I like the 2 best, so I would probably do like a 2. Oh, I was going to do trifecta. 2 over 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's Saratoga. Gulfstream. Still got time. Oh, head to the gate.
But again, another race full of chances. Great betting opportunities here. Money factor on the class drop going up under Edgar Perez. And drawn out wide, Gray Charlotte will complete the lot. Gray Charlotte, Mario Fuentes for Bernie Campos. Time for the early pick 4.
Well, just got it in.
And they're off. Money factor leapt briefly at the start, cost her about 2 lengths. For Divine Exchange, who's headed off for the early lead, Streaking Gray and Gray Charlotte have speed.
That 7 wants to go. He's getting
in the run to the first
the jockeys doesn't want the 7 to
Gray
get to the
Charlotte
lead.
For round Gray.
The 7 wants the lead, and the jockey's just strangling it. I don't like that.
Followed by Domineering. On hold is Scotty racing ahead of Money Factor, and Brody's Honor is last. The opening quarter in the books with Streaking Gray tugging hard on Panici. Has the lead 3 parts of length.
Well, he's going to now. He's still holding him.
Gray Charlotte third. Fine Exchange is settled well, racing fourth at the inside ahead of Domineering, who's in the yellow while fifth. At the rail, it's Panotti racing ahead of Money Factor, and still at the back is Brody's Honor. There's about 6 lengths from first to last, 5 furlongs remaining. Up front, it's still Streaking Gray in front by a neck. Gray Charlotte keeps the heat on second, backing off is Extravagant Rosie to be third. Domineering is 3 wide at the rail. Panotti from between horses, Divine Exchange. Ridden quietly is the outside horse Money Factor, who's now launched into the clear, and the trailer remains Brody's Honor. The pace starts.
4 is running really well.
Streaking Gray has the lead by a length.
The 2's still back there. Here comes the 6.
Says go 3 wide, 4 wide. The Money Factor at the rail. Extravagant Rosie held up in traffic as Divine Exchange, trying to wind it up as Brody's Honor as they reach the top of the stretch.
6 is running nicely.
Has now made the narrow lead. Streaking. He cuts the corner and tries to fight on into the clear. Extravagant Rosie down the center. That's Brody's Honor with Divine
The
Exchange.
two's on the outside. You're not gonna...
Between horses, it's Panati. 16th to go. Domineering still with work to do.
Well,
Money
that's close for the
over
pick
Money
5.
Second. 146.
I mean, at 5 to 1. Oh, was it, Oldie? Nice. We'll look at some Woodbine. Yeah, 5 to 1. Yeah, we can, Pepe, we can do a pick 5. Oh, yeah, Oldie, there you go. 21 points. Nicely done. Top, yeah, good GSR too. I think I bet that horse before. Nantucket Red. I did do a Laurel too. When's Laurel? So Laurel's 46 minutes. You all let me oh yeah, Oldie, I saw that. In the it must be the late pick 6. Steven, what about now? Can you all hear me? Let me know. Okay. Yeah, Oldie, let me, we can't watch Toga, but you're right. Okay, cool. Thanks, Oldie. I think this was the, oh no. I didn't save it. What did I play? 2, 7, 8, 9. Oh, okay.
Winner is 6, Domineering. Second is 4, Money Factor. Third is number 3, Divine Exchange. Fourth, number 5, Panati. Finishing 5th, number 2, Brody's Honor. 146 and 1, the final running time. 6-4-3-5-2.
I think this was the ticket. 2, 7, 8, 9, 1, 5, 7. Oh, 1, 3, 4, 6.
A perfect trip to victory last time for Domineering. Not so optimum today, but she did the dirty work and she got the job done. Chantal Sutherland moved at the right time and held on to beat Money Factor narrowly. Let go at 9 to 2.
Let me know.
Third race is up next. Today's third race to be run on the Topeka track at 1.70 yards. Maiden claimers in for $16,000 in a field of 8. Win, play, show, exacta, Quinella, trifecta, superfecta, super high 5, daily double.
That's a good start to the pick 5. Oh, okay.
Now
Who's on your end,
the winner's
Steven?
circle is Domineering. Bred in Kentucky by Pamela Zabarth, a 4-year-old daughter of Dominus out of the...
So that was the Toga ticket. Really risky. Playing against the 2 big favorites in the end. In the, Nest and Secret Oath. But as Oldie mentioned, I mean, that's a massive pace advantage. I mean, if Gaffleon can, I think this is Gaffleon, right? If Gaffleon gets loose here and can just set just really slow fractions, that may make it tough for those other horses to try to get up. I mean, that's going to make it really difficult. We'll look at Laurel here in a minute too. It's not for 43 minutes, so we can wait on that. And then we can do a Woodbine pick 5. I think somebody asked for. Cocktail time. Good for you, Steven. It's still early here. It's only 10 a.m. on the West Coast. So, give me 1 second. I lost my screen. Okay, there we go. All right, so Woodbine. Let's see here. It's a big pace. Nothing on the morning line. Really. The 2 is a very short favorite. So then, well, it's too deep in the 4th leg. Three and 6 only. Six is the EquinEdge long shot. Tony, good to see you. Oh, the 2-1, Richard, huh? Long time, dude. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, 1 p.m., Stephen, on the East Coast. Yeah. It's been a while, Tony. Good to see you. Richard, we talked about the 2. So wasn't the 2 the top GSR? Well, the 2 was the EquinEdge long shot. And top GSR as first-time starter. Yeah, well, right? I mean, we talked about that horse. Saez, right? Yep. Saez from Maker. I mean, top GSR, 12%. I mean, 4-point GSR. Yeah, Tony, it has been a bit. Look at that. First time out. You get 6-1 as well. Tony, it just went off. We played one. I think let's see if that was the ticket. We need to bookend with 2s. Yeah, it's right there. You missed it. We talked about the 2, just won the first leg. Was the top GSR in the EquinEdge long shot. Oh, you're working. That's no good. $6-1 as well. That's the great price. Who ended it? Oh, the 7 oldie was wide. Okay, let's give it. Well, we got Gulfstream. We got 3 minutes. And the pick 5, we have the 1, 2, 3. 3 big favorite. None of these other horses taking really any money. Okay, back to Woodbine. This is a tough track. We have to try to find a single. It says leg. So, well, oldie, there's the single, right? I mean, I would single this 6 horse with a 45 point. Is the top win percent, has a 45 point pace advantage, and is the EquinEdge long shot. That would be my single at Woodbine. See if we think, the 4 here is EquinEdge long shot. I wouldn't want to leave that horse out. It's taking a bunch of money as well. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably play this ticket, actually, seeing that. I mean, that's a tough turf race. I mean, is a little bit up again. SOR, middle of the road, which is fine. 1 for 3 on the turf. I mean, this horse is 0 for 8. 3 is 0 for 1. I mean, it's stepping up in class. I mean, that's a single all day for me. I'd probably bump this up. Well, not 199. No. Oh, yes. Tony, I did. We played a little risky today. We used the pace number. That's a risky play, but I think it's an interesting one. Was all the pace number. Hold on. We'll finish the Woodbine. Let's finish this Woodbine ticket, and then we can look at Saratoga again. But let's try to. We can watch this pick 5. Yeah, it all pace. It's all pace, man. That would be the play on the 2 horses, like to set just easy fractions. Oh yeah, it is 20 cents. You're right, oldie. That's why there's so much coverage. I don't know if we. We'll cut all these off. This last race is a bunch of 2-year-olds on the turf. I don't think we can. I mean, the 10's the top GSR. Trombetta. Let's look at the first leg here. So the 2 is a huge favorite. So Maiden sprinting on the Tapeta. Six is going to show speed. The 2. 5's taking money. 4 is or the 1 is taking money as well. I guess the 2 is not getting bet quite as much. So the 6 is dropping in class. The 2 is taking a big drop, right? Probably not a maiden special. Yeah. And the 2 is taking a huge drop here into optional claiming. Well, it's not up for a tag, though. Well, no wonder. 5 is dropping in for a tag, though. 7 has been at this level and just not winning. I'd probably play a little bit cheaper. I'd take the 2 here. I think it's good to see the 4 get back to Tapeta, maybe. Taking a ton of money. The 6 is not. 6 is going to be on the lead, but it's been on the lead the last 2 times and stopped both times. And the 2 is not going to let the 6 get too far away, I would say. I would probably not. For me, I'm not going to play the 6. The problem with all these don't have the long shot in them, which I don't like. You do in the last race here. The 2 has a big pace here is the EquinEdge long shot as well. So I'd for sure add the 2 in that leg. Morning. Well, I guess it's still my morning, Catherine. Good afternoon to you, though. We got how much? We have 7 minutes till Gulfstream Race 3. Whoops. And then we got 12 minutes till Woodbine. I think you need the 2 in the second leg. I think the 2 is going to be, to me, I think is going to be tough here in the first leg. Yeah, Catherine, we looked at it. We played a little pick 5, but I talked about that 2 horse was first time Mike Maker with Saez, who's just been riding great all year, and top GSR, ran a great race. Got 6-1. I think the 2 is going to be tough. The 5 tried to race on the lead last time and struggled. Took money first out, though. 5's off a layoff. 2-7 with the 2-4-7, Richard. Yeah, I could see it. I mean, the 7 ran great here. And then they went to the turf. That big field on the rail, gets back off the rail. I think the 7 for sure has a shot. The question for me, I guess, becomes, is the 5 off the layoff have potential here? It is 18%. Working good about every 7. Oh, you have a pick going, Catherine? Yeah, we played one too. We singled in the 5th race to the 2 horse. So we got 5 minutes at Gulfstream, 10 minutes till Woodbine. And then I put together a pick 5 at Laurel too. So we'll look at that after Woodbine and Gulfstream run. I mean, I think for me, I'd probably go a little bit slimmer here and try to add some coverage. Here, this is a 10 furlong. There's none of these horses have won in the 3rd leg. And then the last race is just a wide open maiden race. Hey, Angela, good to see you. I mean, this 5 horse ran well as a 2-year-old. Came back, though, and didn't run well at all here. 7's adding blinkers, so I think this would be probably the ticket I would play. See if we're missing 5 and 4 here. The 10 is the top GSR here, but only 5%. Hold on, I lost my screen again. I don't know if anybody else. I use a MacBook when I do this, and then I also use my iPad to screen share, and it connects wireless through the wireless connection, and it drops the connection. I don't know why. That's an American Pharaoh on the 10. I was trying to see how much time we got. Gulfstream in 1 minute, and then 6 minutes till Woodbine. This is, I think, going to be tough on the turf. So the 5, we don't have the 5. Not sure that horse is going to want to go that long. The 4 might, though. Look at that. The top number is 5%. Big price, though. Does have the top number, though, is 10 plus 10 and a half plus furlongs. So you should want the distance. 9 might be okay. I'd probably go. I think that's what I would play. If you want to add the 10 here, you probably could. I mean, without spending more time looking. His first time starter, though. Right. Let's punch it. Or 2, 4, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Single is the 6 here. 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, 10. And then the last was 1, 2, 5, 6, 11. Right. Yep, that's the 10. I'll play mine 108. If you want to play cheaper, I would say I think in the first leg, the 2 and 7 are going to be tough. You could trim down and cut out the 4. Also in the last year, I mean, looking at the 1, you're getting a morning line angle. It's 25% top EquinEdge. Trainer jockey's 0 for 17, though. I'd find it. I would probably go slimmer in the first leg if I was going to cut this down. I think the 2 and 7 are going to be tough. All right, let's jump back to Gulfstream. So we have the 1, 2, 3 in the pick 5. Singles in the next leg. The one wants dirt,
The horses are at the gate.
but
It's now
in
post
his
time.
0-for-9. Morning
Handicapping
line
moving
really
in for
liked
race
this
number
horse.
3.
I guess I
Gambling
think this
Czar
is
is
just a
the
very weak field.
favorite here. Career unveiling for the
So
son
the
of
2
Tapazar.
is top GSR.
Safi Joseph
Safi
Jr.
Zayas
Sir
like could be
Watch
very
9
tough.
here. That's Dunkel in the Roman Hill
3's
colors.
dropping in class.
Palace Singer goes forward. Take My Shot draws the outside and will complete the line. Take My Shot and jockey Jason Huayas. And the third. They're at the post. And they're off. Center Dunkel, one of the first to begin. Raging Wind has speed, but at the rail, My Brother Mike is put into play to take the lead. My Brother Mike lands in front. Raging Whirlwind is second, and on the outside, it's Dunkel third. Travel Guide saves ground toward the rail, racing ahead of the team of Palace Singer, who's racing with Take My Shot.
The 8's really struggling.
Pluto's Candy and Gambling Czar.
3 looks to be getting an easy
the
lead.
Opening quarter with My Brother Mike and Edgar Perez. They rolling out the sprack here. They've
almost
of length.
26.
On the outside,
wow.
Dunkel is now second. At the rail, it's
6
Travel
getting a nice trip.
between horses, Raging Whirlwind. Then to the outside, it's Palace Singer. It's a headstrong Take My Shot, who now secures the 3-path. Pluto's Candy is still together with Gambling.
The 8's now rushing
really
up. Was
clustered up here.
ranked
There's no more than
start.
4 lengths from first to last as they make their way to the point. With the advantage, My Brother Mike, he's slow as he can for as far as he can, but up to challenge and
3 was
things
just kind of
walking
the dog, and now gonna have to
between
go.
horses, back to fourth and Palace Singer. Then Travel Guide. Zayas is getting after Gambling Czar to launch his bit. Raging Whirlwind is second last, and the trailer is now Pluto's Candy. Around the far turn
The
at the
2 just had that awful break.
With the advantage. My Brother Mike taken on in earnest by Take My Shot. Dunkel is between horses. Travel Guide is together with Gambling Czar. They're both grinding home down at the rail and Raging Whirlwind. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Up front, here's Take My Shot, who's taking on Dunkel and My Brother Mike. Over the top, Gambling Czar in tight. Travel Guide with
the
an eighth
4
of a mile to go.
is nowhere to go. The 4 is
here.
for sure at the best.
Tackled outside by Gambling Czar. He's just grinding home, but he's pretty effectively. Travel Guide loose for the drive, and he's closing ground. Here's Travel Guide and Czar, Gambling Czar, and Travel Guide.
Wow, that was close.
Probably outside, right? Czar.
It looked like the 2 got it.
Photo, 145 and 2.
I don't, I think the 2 had the position there on the 4. I wouldn't be surprised to see an objection or an inquiry, though. That was close, though. It looked like the 2 on the outside. The 4 was by far the best horse. The 4 would have won. He just couldn't find space there with Zayas on the 2, and then had to duck inside, and finally got an open lane, and that was just a terrible race, but very competitive. I mean, the 2 it looked like he got the bob on the outside. I think that if there is an inquiry, I don't see the 2 coming down, but we'll have to see. Well, let's flip over to Woodbine.
The pace set by Crimson Sky is pretty solid. The 3/4 in front, and on the inside, Silver Bullet Lady tightened up into the turn.
There's the 2 and 7
with Muskoka Summer coming after Crimson Sky, but she's running boldly in front. They're well ahead, 5 or 6 to few.
7's running really
Susie
nicely.
Trying to run home.
The 2 as
now
well.
Coming after Crimson Sky, Silver Bullet Lady, plenty of horse there, looking for room up the inside, not yet getting through. We'll have to come around them, taking over Muskoka Summer.
There goes
Crimson
the 7.
Sky, and now Silver Bullet Lady angling to make a shot at this leader. Muskoka Summer a length, but Silver Bullet Lady's finishing on. Silver Bullet Lady coming on strongly now on the outside. Muskoka Summer joined by
get the 7.
Bullet Lady on the outside. And Silver Bullet Lady has got up to win narrowly from Muskoka Summer.
Close.
6 lengths away, few regrets.
I mean, that's what we thought, though.
Susie,
2 and 7 were best. The 4 ended up getting up for third. Yeah, so the 2 got up over the 4 there at Gulfstream. Was that the 3? So I had Laurel on here too.
Silver third.
We thought it was
score to win. 22 and 3.
I'm at Gulfstream. Collect horse. I'm not team favorite in the second leg. So let's look at the first leg. I thought that the first leg I liked the Scotty picks. I also added the 1 who's taking money, so good to see that. The 1's a first time starter, top GSR. So that just paid off at Saratoga, which if you played, that race is in 2 minutes? Our pick 5. What did we do there? You guys will have to tell me.
The claim of foul has not been allowed.
Yeah.
The result stands as posted: 2, 4, 5, 8, and 6. Stewards failed to substantiate the claim.
The 2 had the position there on the 4
Returning to
at
the winner
Gulfstream.
circle, the winner 2, gambling zone. 3-year-old Bay
2's
Colt
are
by
wild
Tempazar,
today.
and
2
a
at
bet on
Toga,
Kitten
2
by
at Woodbine.
Joy, bred by Ken and Sarah Ramsey, owned by the estate
2
of
at
Sarah Ramsey
Gulfstream.
and Ken Ramsey, trained by Joseph Jr.
So on the Saratoga ticket, we did 157 here. But I thought this Laurel was interesting. A little bit of coverage here in the first. Yeah, you can abbreviate, Dave. Yeah, one. Yeah, I saw that, oldie. I was just like a second ago. I saw that horse was taking a ton of money. 1 to 2. That's pretty crazy. That was the horse we talked about, who I didn't think. I mean, if we go here, I think the 7's vulnerable. That's crazy. I mean, only 39%. I mean, the 1's the speed. You too, K. Reed. The 1's the speed with the 5. The 7, I mean, we talked about this, is now cutting back. There's no way the 7's not fast enough. Good luck, coach. Tony, I don't think the 7 is fast enough. I mean, the 1 and 5 at 5.5 furlongs are very fast. I mean, in the 7's now trying to cut back. I don't think, Tony, I would be surprised if the 7 gets the lead. I mean, they're going to try to rate. I just don't I think at 5.5 furlongs, Tony, I don't think he's fast enough. I could be wrong, though. I could. I mean, the speed he's shown. Yeah, I know, Oldie. That's why I think the 1 or 5 are very dangerous. I mean, and if one of them does not break on the 1 or 5, well, the other one's gone. I mean, the 1 has never been on turf, but has a ton of speed. The 5 has been on turf and shown speed at 6 furlongs. So and you have I think Gomez is the apprentice, isn't he? Yeah. So that he's likely, Lascano's going to show speed on the 1, I would expect. The 5 probably as well. Brazilian Air at this price is crazy. I mean, I guess maybe the 4 comes flying late, not rating, but I just don't see it. I would not be surprised if the 1 or 5. Yeah, they could, Tony. I mean, I think the Oldie's point though is can the 7 do it rating? I mean, maybe. That's a pretty short price though for me. I mean, but I get it. I think that, especially if they duel and they're going really fast. I don't know. The 5 is the long shot. So to me, there's just too much speed though. But maybe somebody can rate. I mean, the 7 would be the likely horse, obviously. I think that's what the money is saying. Okay, back to Laurel. You guys let me know what happens at Toga. So I thought that there was potential to try to beat the 1 in the second leg. But I think could be tough. I think the 1. The 1 is very fast. The 6 though. So we have 9 minutes. Yeah. Oh, did he, Oldie? Yeah. Yeah, Tony, I'm not surprised. The 7 didn't get the lead though. I couldn't see it. I mean, the horse tried to rate would be my guess. Yeah, nice. Good job. But I thought you needed a little bit of coverage in this first leg. The 1's the top GSR, was the first time starters taking a ton of money. I thought that the 6 is the EquinEdge long shot. Oh, did he, Oldie? Yeah. That the 1 on the rail probably hurt, I would guess. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It to me seemed like a competitive race, but the 7 being top win percent, top EquinEdge here, and then the 1. So I thought leg 2, the 1 would be tough here. A ton of speed. Oh, the 2 got the lead? Wow. I wouldn't have seen that coming. Stroll Smoking, I think, will be tough here. But I do think with Stroll Smoking being on the rail, this is not a lock for this horse. I'm adding a second choice here in the 3 to try to pick up the pieces. You do get the apprentice on the 3. If the 1 takes a ton of pressure from the 6, which could happen, I don't think the 6 can win. I think that the 3 picks up the pieces, not the 2. I singled in the third leg of the 1 horse here. The top pace by 19 points. Gets a trainer switch. So Gonzalez and Barbosa here. It's a big drop in class for the 1s, dropping into a maiden 20. Yes, Buffalo Mike. Correct. Is the horse taking money? Look, a little bit of money, 9-2. But that Brady came in and said, what was my The top pick of the day. I said, oh, it's the 4 at Gulfstream. That's the horse is 50%. I actually looked at the race too. We'll look here in a minute. But let's play this Laurel, pick 5, and then we'll jump to Gulfstream because we have a little bit of time. Good luck, Tony. So the 1 here, dropping in class, top pace by 19 points on the turf. Is cutting back now after showing speed. For me, I was going, I think this is tough though. It's a maiden race. I just didn't see a lot here. I thought maybe the 3 gets off the rail, maybe runs. That would be my concern. If you really love the 1 here, you could add a second horse here. But I decided to add a potential price in this second leg and then single here the favorite in the third leg. The 7 was the second EquinEdge pick, also gets off the rail. It's been racing at this level. I went with the pace here. Yeah, we singled it. So that was my Laurel, and then I added coverage here. This is a wide open maiden race, I thought. And then I thought the last race was tough too. There's a lot of tickets going right now. I do think, though, we'll look at Gulfstream here in a minute. So 1, 6, 7, 8. 1, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. We got 4 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, Ollie's talking. Sorry, I had to use the restroom there. So the single Gulfstream coming up, the 4, 5 to 1. We'll look at that in a minute. We got 10 minutes. So 2 minutes till Laurel. Let me turn the sound on. Okay. I thought this first race was a little bit tough. Maiden claimer on the turf, sprinting. And a bottle, man. Yeah, right? I got water here.
Pick 5, wagering.
Tony, I think, I actually, so pace makes the race. Right? I mean, to me, it's always pace and class. Right? If there is class. But to me, the other thing is pace. And I think, all he's saying in that 5th race at Saratoga is that I guess that would be another option, James. That doesn't sound fun though. I think Tony is there's just no speed in that race. So if Gaffleon gets loose on the 2, he could make it tough. Is I think his only point. And I can see it. It's a risky play. I think those are some classy horses in Secret Oath and Nest. So although the 2 Society, I mean, has shown class, I don't think is anything to mess with. So at Laurel, 1 is the top GSR. If I remember right. Yep, 68. Look at that, 7-2. 11% to win. Is a first-time starter, though. But look at that. Bred to sprint on the turf. I mean, working well. I mean, it's taking a lot of money. You could play a really cheap pick 3 here, too. You could play something like 1. I like to play these sometimes. 1, 1. Even if you get the favorites, if this 1 horse in the first race can win, Sanctified Time, it's going to pay. It'll pay well. Nothing crazy, but I mean, down to 3
Stepping
to
up
1
the turf course for the first race.
for an 8 to 1 morning line. 7 and 8 still lightly raced. 6 as well. Second time starter. EquinEdge long shot. But this 1 to me was interesting just because not in the EquinEdge picks, but that's from a GSR perspective, similar to the Saratoga play. And the first at Saratoga, we had Louis on the 2, top GSR for Maker. That was an EquinEdge long shot though, in another algorithm, which makes it nice. But the 7 and 8 here haven't shown anything. I mean, dropping in class now. I guess the 7's not even dropping. The 7's been racing at this level. The 8's dropping, and then the 6 is the second time starter. The
horses have reached the starting gate.
That's a great time to use the GSR, in my opinion, is when you don't love the other horses. Why not? 1 it's tough to be on the rail first time out like that. It's tough to be on the rail in general.
Moving in, Sanctified Time. Gift of Gab. HOV Lane.
The gate open for the 7.
Made my wish. A lot of class, little sass. Ghostly Night. 5.5 of the all along course, second wire finish. And they're off. Made my wish. Dropped in the air at the start. Is it the back of the
Well,
pack?
1 and 7, but both didn't break.
HOV Lane and Tipsy Tourist. Ghostly Night of the outside.
That's
in
going to
third
make
position.
it tough.
Coming to join them now between horses. Gift of
The
Gab. is a
EquinEdge
lead
long
group as
shots.
well. Getting
5
away
got
is
an
Tipsy
easy
Tourist.
lead.
A Gift of Gab. HOV
Is that
Lane.
the
Third.
4?
Ghostly Night of the outside
5.
in fourth. Made My Wishes worked up to fifth
Seven's
position.
having to
Amaretto
rush up
Sour, a lot
now.
of class, Little Sass, and Sanctified Time racing in the back of the pack. Well back
EquinEdge
now,
long shots
17 up
running
at
nicely in second.
That it is Tipsy Tourist
But
up
the
top.
5 got just
It's
an
Tipsy
easy
Tourist.
lead.
The catch leads it by 2 lengths. Ghostly Night of the outside. Gift of Gab near the inside. as
8
they
looks
turn
loaded.
in.
6
followed
going
by
to duck to the
HOV.
rail.
Into the stretch, quarter of a mile to go. 3 across the track. Ghostly Night on the outside has the momentum.
Get up,
Rail
6.
run. Gift of Gab down to the rail. Ghostly Night
Come
down
on,
to the
long
outside
shot.
there. Tipsy Tourist back in third position. Has Made
8
My
gonna
Wishes
get
moved
him.
along to
The
fourth. A
7
16th to run
didn't
now.
break.
It's Ghostly Night in front. Gift of I've Made My Wish on the outside closing. Ghostly Wish, the second wire finish photo.
Yeah, the 1 didn't break. Tony was the problem. We had the top 3 horses.
3.81.
But the 1 just didn't. The 1 didn't break. Had no shot.
Inquiry looking at the start. Steward's Inquiry looking at the start. Hold all tickets until the race is declared official.
The 8 looked like tough. It came 8, 7, 6 something, Tony. 8, 7, 6, 5. So the 4 horse in the system is 50% to win. It's bred for the Tapeta. I think it's the top GSR. Yep. It rated in a 60 last out and won. It's going to try to do the same thing here. The 1, I don't think is in form. The 2 is getting an 11-point GSR drop. I think wants 2 turns. The 3 needs a drop in class. The 5 has been on the turf before. And now is getting a 12-point GSR drop coming over to the Tapeta. I think the 8 needs a drop. Staking money. The 2 is the favorite. I think that I don't like the GSR drop, and I think this horse wants 2 turns. So I mean, I singled the 4 here. I just didn't like anything with the other horses. You could, I mean, I'd probably play. There's an inquiry there, but I think that was just into the start. It's not wanting me to. Well, we have it singled. But 50% to win. 50. And you're getting 9-2. I mean, not much. I don't know. I didn't like any of the other horses. So for me, it was almost an easy single. I mean, if you wanted to put somebody in second, probably the 2, maybe the 3. You have Vasquez for Walder on the 3. I mean, the 8's a price, but I think the 8 needs a further drop in class. 7's been, You know, see, a lot of these horses are dropping to some extent. Wow, 16-1, Gary. Oh, there's the 8. Got the price. Beat the favorite though. But the 4 taking money now, down to 7-2. I'd probably play the 4 over the 2-3, I guess, in an exacta maybe. But I think the 4 is going to be tough here.
The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Lining up and moving in for race number 4, the 4th race.
But I just
on the Topeka track in a 5.5 furlong journey.
Dropping off the turf on
3-1 Novograd the Great. Then 9-2.
I know, Oldie.
Exactly. And
I mean, many of them do. And the 4 is bred for the Topeka.
For the 4th.
I mean, it was just
New York's finest
crazy.
Getting ready now
50%.
with No Name Franklin.
I mean, the horse can rate. You
No
know,
Name Franklin.
Luca Panici. I mean, I don't like the connections, but I mean,
on the outside,
I just think this is a weak allowance optional claim.
Honor and jockey Edgar Zayas to take the outs. They are at the post. All set, and they're off.
Dude,
and a lot of slow start. Blanks last. Quick start for Muck on 3, who's headed off for the early lead. Tis Romantic goes with him. Better than Novograd. The Great is going to situate himself in a good spot. Third at the inside, it's New York's with Honor moving out
look at
wide.
that. The 4 went off as the
Franklin
favorite.
At the rail, 2 better than a lotto. And trailer is Officer Country. They make their way to the half-mile point. Now they swing to the far turn with the advantage. Mamba on 3 by a neck. Tis Romantic fights on second from the outside. Novograd the Great third. New York's Finest is next with Honor on the outside.
5's running nicely. The 4 has had a great stalking trip.
The black cap ahead
It
of
looked like Luca has just got the horse in
Country
hand.
last, but no more than 4 lengths from fast as they chase Mamba on 3.
He's asking now. 5 was running very nicely on the front end.
Leader down the center and a lotto up the rail.
The 2's coming.
Romantic. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go.
Come on, 4. Get up.
Great holding off a lotto, but a lotto's charging hard.
Come on, 4. Get up.
Outside.
Get up. Get up.
To win it.
Oh, there we go.
The Great for the money. Close after that. Between the pace setter, Mamba
that was close though. Yeah, I mean, probably all the computer bettors, James. I mean, all that late money. I mean, I don't know. That horse should have never been 6-1. Yeah, that's a boom, right? Luca, I mean, I was worried there that the 5 might wire. The 2 gave a great run. It came I think I said 4-2. Yeah, thanks, Oldie. And then the exacta with the 4-2. Yeah, James, that was close, man. All right, so I don't remember, what did we play at Woodbine? These are kind of starting to fall on top of each other, which can be tough. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 at Woodbine. Nice, Dave. Good job, buddy. Yeah, it does, oldie. But I mean, a winner is a winner. Yeah, I'll be curious on the pick 5.
Start winner is She's the North, gate 5.
That pick 5 was tough though. Only 2 deep in the last leg.
Gap squared. And to the outside is Very Savvy.
So pretty spread here on the Woodbine. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
And they're off. Coming out well, Very Savvy for the outside.
I thought this was a tough race.
Blonde Mission began handily, going to the center of the pack. As they settle,
Big boom.
Sasha Ironborn, the leader.
So
second,
true,
She's
James.
the North, and on
Really
the outside,
is.
Very Savvy, and back on rail, Dejas 2 goes to be 4th spot from Blonde on a mission. Out wide again. Be squared at last on the rails. Old Secret steps to the back. Only 4 lengths covers them. Usher Ironborn sets the tone of the race. Usher Ironborn out by 3/4 of a length turn.
I thought the
She's
2
the
here
North,
would be
second, one away,
interesting.
third,
This
Dejas
was
2 on the
the,
inside
I think
of
the
Blonde on
pace
a mission,
Equinedge
Very Savvy.
long shot.
At the back of both Old Secrets and Gabby Square, but they're bunched up and out in front. Ironborn leads 2 1/4 lengths. She's the North. 1 away, third, Dejas 2 on the inside. At a half to Blonde on a mission. Caught a bit wide, Very Savvy on the inside. Old Secrets and the favorite in the center.
Going kind of
Gabby
quickly,
Squared.
but has
No
definitely
change, Usher
gotten a
Ironborn
fairly
and Steve
easy
Bank
lead.
controlling the race by a length and a half to She's the North. Clip now. And having a peep round was
Thanks,
Luis Contreras. Behind is Dejas 2, 1 away, third. Blonde on a mission, 4th. Get in the center. Old Secrets the inside as Gabby Squared's asked to make ground and split. There's now, and last is Very Savvy.
The 5 has
3/8
gotten
left
just
to
a
run.
great
Usher
trip
Ironborn
here.
pressed by She's the North. Rangers up.
The
And
2
Gabby
is
Square's
done.
coming with on the outside. Blonde on a mission.
Would love to
Blonde
beat
on a
the 5 though.
mission goes after She's as they caught in.
4 photo. Beat the. So what time does Del Mar start at 2 again today? I didn't actually look. 11 race card. Yeah, I saw that, Richard. Okay, races at 2. So we'll see how many. We'll go a few more races here probably, and then I need to grab some lunch and get ready for the track. And it was a great day at Del Mar yesterday. I have not looked at anything, so that'll give me, maybe we can do a little handicapping here, I guess, too. How much time do we? Well, Saratoga is in 5 minutes. We what did we have? We had the 1, 3, 4, and 6 in Saratoga in that pick 5. Yeah, I saw that, oldie, a dead heat there. What did what the 4 pay? Would that the exact I would hope that you get, I mean, it's not looking promising. That might only pay $6, $7, if that. $6, 6 to 1, maybe. There's a good ride there by Luca. That was tough though. That was a close single. I was trying to see what the price we got out there. Oh, there we go. $630. Not bad though. Yeah, only $630 for a little over 6 to 1 on the exact, obviously. but got the single. So Saratoga got a price in the first, and then the favorite in the second, and then we're spread here. So 1, 3, 4, and 6. EquinEdge long shot. Breakfast at Bunny is the top pick. But look at the long shots, the second to win percent. This is a tough race, though. I'm gonna need some coffee. Yeah, Dave. Great hit, buddy. What we have the 5 and 8. Sorry, I got my girlfriend went to go grab some coffee, and it was very nice of her. So we are 1, 3, 4, 6 at Saratoga. Gulfstream alive in the payoff leg of the pick 5. This is a tough race, though. 8's taking a ton of money, so that's good. Top GSR. Just trying to look at our will pays. It's not. Good hit, though, on the Super, Dave. That's nice. I don't know. Can't see, so I think my computer, it struggles a little bit with once you get all the races going at once. I think it needs some more RAM. But the 1, 3, 4, 6 at Toga, and then Laurel will flip. We'll go to next. And then singled to the 5 and 8 at Gulfstream. Or doubled. Payoff leg to the 5 and 8. Huh. It's not. Oh, they're loading, Oldie? Okay. Let me know Oldie, what's the payoffs to the 5 and 8 at Gulfstream? Yeah, and hit that like button. Thanks, Oldie. It's not. Wow. Those aren't bad. It's a tough race, though. Top 2 win percents. I mean, a bunch of maiden, first timers, second out. The 8's just getting hammered, though. Top GSR, so that's good to see. Krieger for, is it Edward Plaza? Let's keep it going. We got Laurel. I think the 1 is going to be tough in this Laurel race. Hopefully, I'm hoping the 3 can upset. Yeah, one's going to be tough on the rail, though. Very fast. I think that the 6 will stop. The 3 is taking money, so it's not surprising. I like the 1, 3 exact the box, or just the 1 over the 3 potentially. You probably will catch some value if the 3 came in first over the 1, though, so it might make sense to box them. But I mean, look here. I mean, the 3 is hit the money 3 out of 5 times. The thing about Tommy Shelby, too, look at this. The 3 at Laurel. Gets back to dirt. Was on turf the last 3 times. So gets back to dirt sprinting, the best distance and money for the horse, and thanks Stephen for those pays, is at 5.5. Where and has been racing a tougher SOR and racing well. I mean, 5th in an 11 horse field, 6th in an 11 horse field, 5th here in an 8 horse field, but gets the drop in class. Wow, carryover to the 4. It's still. That would be crazy, oldie. But getting back to this 3 horse. So raced well in the high 60s, has not had a layoff, gets back to dirt. I really like this. I like the 3. You know, the 6 has not won in 4 tries. I don't know if Scotty's watching, Steven. He's I think 9 hours. He might be. The 7? I don't think I had the 7. I think I was 1, 3, 4, 6. Good call, though, oldie. 6-1. The 7 came in. That was a tough sequence. 6%er. Velasquez rides well. 2 for 5 for Termont. Johnny V. Yeah. Wow, oldie. Very nice, man. Well done. So getting back to Laurel, the 3 here, going to be a lot of speed. Just a ton of speed here. Jimmy the Kid, the 4, has been facing much less. And then stepped up to a 60 and ran really well. So give Jimmy credit. He was cold before he went on vacay, was he? Then they put the 4 on turf, which didn't want. But, you know, the 4 has been facing much, much weaker, is my concern. The 2 is, I would say, dangerous. I get it. You know, 1 last out, can rate, you know, rated here at Churchill in a 50, but still going to be stepping up in class a bit. I mean, he really struggled back here at Tampa, you know, now gets shipped up to Laurel. Where, again, Tommy Shelby just, I think, has a great chance to either win or get second. So for me, this is all 1-3, 3-1. It's probably, yeah, I don't know what I think he said that it's been pretty warm in Spain. He said I talked to him the other day. He said there was a bunch of mosquitoes. But I would not be surprised to see the 3 even get up over the 1 in this race. I think that the 3 has a great shot here. I'm going to play the 3 over the 1 and then just do a little saver with 1-3. I think the 6 is going to stop. Potentially. Oh, Oldie, there's you said that the 4 was the carryover. The 1's just getting. Yeah. Thanks, Oldie. It would be good to get. I haven't hit one in a long time. I've been. I did the Hippica show this morning with the guys, and I actually liked the earlier pick 5 better. I should have posted my ticket. I was gonna put it out on Twitter, and I didn't get a chance to do it. Just ran out of time in between the 2 shows. But the late pick 5, I thought was tough. I like this sequence a little bit better on the early. I thought that yeah, we had some potential, but the 3 here, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I just this horse should not be 9-1. I think the 6 could stop. I think the 1 is going to be tough. Come 1-3-3-1, end up getting 3rd place, and the 6 completely stop.
Okay. Yes, sir, Robert. Jimmy the Kid. Answer.
It's going to be a lot of speed here.
In the gate. And they're up. Free Dancer and Jimmy the Kid are
interesting. The 1
and 3rd, and yes, sir, Robert.
He's going to have to get through there on the rail. There he goes.
Dancer just in front. Stroll, Smoke, and Moose holding inside the challenge now. That gray neck in front. On the outside is yes, sir, Robert. At the inside there is Jimmy the Kid. Only a couple of lengths off the lead pair. Another 7 or 8 back at Tommy Shelby in the back of the pack. Free Dancer from Stroll, Smoking. Free Dancers come back to get the neck in front as they round that hard turn. Yes, sir, Robert to the outside, right there too. Smoking, the big favorite, is under pressure at the pole now. At the top of the stretch,
it's
they turn
tough
for
to.
home, and it's Free
The 1
Dancer
didn't
with
break.
Jimmy the Kid to the attack on the far outside is yes, sir, Robert there too. Yes, sir, Robert on the extreme outside. Free Dancer just holding
3
on in
gonna
between
have
horses.
to.
Jimmy the Kid.
Not gonna have enough time.
Fourth into the stretcher for a long left to go.
Well,
Jimmy the Kid trying to get
Bryce.
by a stubborn Free Dancer. Jimmy the Kid.
It's not the right one.
Free step of the way. Jimmy the Kid. Jimmy the Kid's 10-1.
That was a good ride on the 4.
Answer. And Shelby, yes. Robert. 4.20.
So we got 6 minutes till Gulf and then 10 minutes till Woodbine. Yeah, James, the one didn't break and then rushed up. You know, I did think that somebody would come off the speed, just had the wrong horse. I thought that the 3 horse might be. It was 3 was way too far back, but you know, I was trying to beat the 1 there.
Race 5 this afternoon, 6 furlong sprint on a good main track, maiden special weights spread rolls, spreads the 9, the 13, and 14. Pretty nice race here with some nicely bred horses in there. One of those, the horse you have right on top, and that is the number 8 Ticking.
So the 8's the top GSR.
675. They have a big surprise. They made a lot of fresh morning. A great know him.
Was that?
Jason.
He's right now. Goes to 20 seconds.
As soon as
now
I
he's going back
looked,
to the main track.
that was
New
a bummer.
connections. You get Marcos Meneses.
I had thought they were going off
claim by
earlier.
Billy. I mean, we know him over the winter in the championship. I mean, he's not here right now. He's up at Woodbine. So the fact he dips in, grabs this horse, a Florida.
So we're live to the 5 and 8 here. 5's the top win, top EquinEdge. Chantel riding for Delgado. Yeah, it really is, oldie. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. But this is a sprinter here in the 5. Second time starter. Ran well. I mean, you can't really complain. You know, probably needed this race. Comes back here in, a little over 2 weeks. And, you know, definitely can improve. The 8 was the second win percent, but a big GSR. I mean, an 80. First time starter. Krieger for Edward, is it Pleza? They obviously hit at an insane rate. Ticking. So nicely bred. Could be tough here. Taking a ton of money. I mean, look at that. 9 to 5. System doesn't love it that much, but definitely, you know, System says this race is a little bit more wide open. Oldie said the 4 is a carryover. The 10 is the EquinEdge top pace. The 12 too. Those are tough posts out there, but they do have speed. You know, the 1 1 is the EquinEdge second pick. Maybe you can sit a great trip on the rail. Jimmy the Kid paid $22 there. The 6 at Gulfstream, oldie. Yeah, I mean, I could see it for sure. Taking money as well, 13%. You know, first time starter, not a lot of work showing, so that doesn't tell me a lot, though. I mean, this horse, as a 2-year-old, may have been on the farm at a training track that, you know, not clocking works and just getting fit or something. They didn't even, I mean, they came in with 1 gate work. That's it. The 36 and 3 furlongs, and then runs a nice 4 furlongs and 48. So I'm with you. I mean, the 6 rolling on for sure could run. I'm okay. Thank you. Thanks. Callie, we're probably going to end here shortly. Just was Gulfstream, Laurel, and Woodbine. I'm gonna actually, I'm in Del Mar, so gonna head to Del Mar here shortly in a little bit after getting ready, and we'll probably just play mainly Del Mar this afternoon on track. It was beautiful here. It looks like the fog's burning off, sun's coming out. It seems to be the norm here. You know, clouds roll in at night. Last night, finished okay day at the track. Went to the Brigantine restaurant that sits right above Del Mar. Looks over the ocean, looks over the track. Just a great spot. We'll probably end up again there tonight. Well, let's get one of these home. And then at Woodbine, I think the single was the next leg. So we were spread, I think, at Woodbine. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, it really is a great spot. Dave, I haven't looked, so we'll look here in a
Still
minute.
time for wagers. Race 5 is next. Maidens on the main track.
I at least have to look. Do you mean just because of no show tomorrow? Just today. Nope, no, Scott. Just I live up in Seattle, so it's a short trip down. This is by far my most favorite track. I have not been to a ton of tracks. I've been to Gulfstream, and Oldie and I met up at Keeneland. I've been to Los Al and Santa Anita, Emerald Downs, obviously, since that's up by home. But I love Del Mar. Great racing, but just a beautiful venue. Well, let's see if this 8's taking a ton of money. But no horses down here, Scott. Just come down for fun. I've owned 3 horses. 3? Yes, 3. I don't own any right now, but have owned 3. They all raced at Emerald, though, when I owned them. It's a fun sport. It's tough, though. As you all know, whether you're a horse owner or betting, it's never easy. $12 horse on the outside here, just taking a ton of money. I think that's the Cassie horse. The 10's EquinEdge long shot. We only have the 5 and 8. A lot of bombers. The 4, Oldie said the 4 would be a pick 4 or pick 5 carryover.
The horses are running up and moving in for race number 5, where the 8-5 favorite is number 8, Ticking. Kevin Krieger rides for Eddie Plesa Jr. This is another race with a plethora. As is here, it's been the rule rather than the exception today. Into line goes rolling on. This runs for you is now ready. Mr. Albario. Boris. Belts and Brooks.
8's still taking money.
Major Deal stepping into line. Now Scandalissimo.
Well, 11 doesn't want to load. 5 looks good.
Draw on the outside.
5 might be overlooked
Complete
here.
the
We'll
line.
have to see.
Super Computing and the 5th.
12 took a lot of money. It's a tough post out there, but it has speed.
There. Up and running.
6 didn't
Slow
break.
break at the back from rolling on. Quick start at the rail for this runs for set it off for a pretty easy advantage. Toward the outside, Supercomputing together with Boris. Cap and moving started. Then
10,
Boris is Supercomputing on is 3 wide. Belt and Brooks are Rice and travels to the top of the
Two's gone.
for a kick into
That's
one.
a bummer.
Runs
That starter. Hey, Cindy. Yeah. I mean, the showing works. I mean, nothing special, but it took no money. I mean, was an overlay at 5% and just this is a weak field. I mean, nobody came. I mean, the 2 was gone and got the lead, and that's a bummer. Well, I think at Woodbine,
They move forward for a start.
we were still live
Short post
here.
grades, a reminder to bettors to wager early throughout the day.
The 1.
Ralphie Boy is the first to come to the line.
This is what race? Race 4? 1, 2, 4, 7, 9, 10.
For Daisuke Fukumoto, 1. Patrick Husbands takes the ride for Kazushi Kimura, who's out of action today on Bringer of Rain. Draws up alongside. The lightly raced Toronto Titan now switching to turf. Goes to gate 3. Joining is Go Take Charge. And Larac, gate 5. Spanish Prince. Moving forward. Next along, Opus North for Chiefswood Stables Limited. Blinkers are on for it's smash.
9, the favorite here. We're spread though in the pick 5.
Ready
Single
for-
in the next leg.
Ian Teado goes to gate 9. And now the Sampson
You like the 8,
representatives.
Cindy?
Awesome strike.
This is a tough race.
Red cap and
I
the
think
white
that
cap.
this is the
More
10
than a
furlong race, I think.
Both are good prices. And the last along, Luis Contreras with More Than a Dance. Has gone in there, all in. Luck. Off they run, and as they break, a good start near the inside. Ralphie Boy, away well. It's Magic deep on the track. Coming through is Larac. It goes out in front of Spanish Prince. Larac by a half to Spanish Prince. It's Magic, a length away on the outside in third.
It looks like they're going pretty
Split in the
quick.
field of about 3 lengths. More Than a Dance goes up into 5th spot, a length and a half away. Toronto Titan, and moving up on the outside, Awesome Strike. 1.5 behind them, ready for the ladies, about 9 lengths off the lead as they string it. And 3 behind them, came on the inside, Ralphie Boy, Opus North the outer, and last early is Bringer of Rain. Showing the way, Spanish Prince took over by a length and a quarter.
A lot of
It's magic.
speed here
Back to third,
early on
Larac,
the
and
6.
tagging the trio.
Big long
is
shot.
Go Take Charge.
They got a long
Full-length
way
gap.
to go, though.
The inside, Edo Titan going up to join more than a dance. 3 lengths away, Awesome Strike, relax. Behind them, a length and a half, ready for the ladies. 4th last from Ralphie Boy, Bringer of Rain. And last is Opus North. About 12 lengths covers the field in front. Spanish Prince, Larac coming up again in the center. 3 wide. It's magic at the 8. 2 clear of Go Take Charge, gaining on them. About 2.5. Toronto tight on the up.
Uh-oh.
Along, but responding. Goes past Awesome Strike narrowly. And behind them came Bringer of Rain. Opus
We
North,
talked
and
about
last
the
of all,
4 here when we put the pick 5
away as
together. Really wanted the
got the upper
the
hand over
dis-
Spanish
wanted
Prince, who's
10 plus furlongs.
going to
Running nicely.
Go Take Charge, finishing Toronto tied. Strike getting home well on the inside. A chance here for Emma Jane if gets a run. And down the outside, ready for the lady. Bringer of Rain's running now for the back. Going up on the outside. Go Take Charge.
Here
hit
comes
front.
the 9.
And
It's like
gathering in
4 is
this
trying to
leader.
hang
Go
on.
for the lady. For the lady. Lady
Get
in the
there.
tied to
Did well with. I think so. The 4 ran a great.
the photo for the win. The first quarter to mile 130.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Haskell's Taiba. What race is it?
The winner is 9. Ready for the ladies. Second is 4. Go Take Charge. Third is 7. Opus North.
No,
Number 3.
Guflo's
Toronto
running.
Titan has run 4th. 9. 4 7 3. Unofficial.
Laurel just canceled racing, I think. Just FYI. Or maybe they canceled the second half of the. All right, and the Haskell. So Taiba or Jack Christopher? How is this the White Barrios the top win? It's gonna be a lot of speed. So 1-time Willard. Oh, tomorrow, Kevin? Okay, good. I didn't catch that. Good call. 3's going to send. So is Taiba going to be able to rate, I guess is the question, right? Yeah, okay. Thanks, Alan. I mean, potentially. Right? And then you have Jack Christopher, which, the same question, I guess, potentially. The crazy thing is that both of this system just dislikes the 2. For the sole purpose of this, like the system here, and like for me for using it, I would say for me, I would probably take, well, I guess the question with Jack Christopher is he going to like the distance? Oh, Florent Giroux is not at Del Mar today. That's good. I would probably say Jack Christopher. Dave. I think that's who I'd go with. I do worry about the distance, though, would be my concern. Going 9 furlongs. A little bit of a question. I mean, look, drops all the way down to a 74 from at 8 and 82. So that would be my concern. But to me, neither one of these horses are a lock. All right, Al. I'm out. It was good to hang again. Missed pick 5, but it was a good sequence. I wish everybody luck. If you're betting the Haskell or Del Mar or Saratoga, good luck. I think Scotty will be back next week, but I will see you all soon.